Hey guys, I'm back again with a new tutorial for how can you create a website using ChatGPT. Let me let me recap a little bit. In this series, I'm going to show you how can you create a website using ChatGPT, and this is the website I'm going to build. It's called Since I Quit. I I already have an app for this service. You can go to Google Play Store um, and give it a try. I'm going to create a website for this service. I already have an app. So first of all, you need a design, because if you don't have a design, it will going to cost you a lot of time while developing a website. So it is a good practice to have a clear idea in your mind what your website should look like. You need definitely a design, and then just open a chat gpt, just create an account if you have not an account. And in this video, I'm going to show you, or our agenda for the whole series is setting up the development environment where we will code basically. um, uh, I'm going to make sure that this website will be responsive, meaning that the website should look amazing on multiple screen sizes, like on mobile device or a tablet or a desktop. And after that, um, I also want to make sure that my website is SEO friendly, meaning when someone type like quit smoking, my website should show up in the top 10 Google result. SEO stand for search engine optimization. Then I'm going to show you how can you host your website without paying any money. It will be free of cost. And then I'm going to show you how can you get a free domain. So let me give you an example. This is the website I built. It's called health2077.com. I think it's more than a year old website, and I never pay for hosting. I actually buy the domain, so I have to pay for the domain, but I never pay any money for hosting this website. So let's get started. First of all, what you need to do, let's see the design first of all. Okay, in this video, I'm going to show you how can you create this upper section. So let me add a stroke, give it a red color, just increase a stroke a little bit. So this will be our first section, okay, where we will have the navigation view. And then let me see, I think we should have another. Okay, then I'll have another section which will contain this this whole section. And in this container, I should have two more section like this. I can name them right or left. So this is what we are going to do in this tutorial. First of all, what you need to do is go to Google and type download Visual Studio Code, and make sure you download this one, Visual Studio Code, not the Visual Studios. So go to their website and click for Windows, Mac, or Linux. I already have it, so I'm going to just open it. Okay, I'm sorry, this is a Visual Studio. I need Visual Studio Code. Force quit. Visual Studio, where is it? Okay, this is the one. So once you open it, then create a folder in your Explorer. Then just what you need to do is drag this folder. This is the folder, and drag this like this. It will open up your folder in Visual Studio Code. Okay, so basically you need 3 files initially, or you will be working with 3 languages. um, Let me just open up online memo. Okay, so you will need an HTML language, you will need CSS, and you will need JavaScript. So let me give you a very simple analogy to understand these languages. Let's say you want to build a house. You want to build a house. Your first step will be to raise a structure of your house. Okay. Once you created a gray structure or structure of your house, then obviously you have to paint it to make it look beautiful. So raising a structure or creating a structure of your house is similar to HTML. Basically, HTML, what it does, it creates the structure of your website. Okay, you have a website, you have a house of your structure of your house. You will need to make it look very beautiful. So you will paint your house and do some extra things to you can say that your house looks beautiful. So CSS come in this scenario. If we talk about website building, CSS is used to um, create beautiful websites. Basically, it designs your website. And third is the JavaScript. Basically, let's say in your house there is a button. When you press it, a light turns on. So similarly, what JavaScript does, it adds functionality to your website. I hope it is you understand a little bit about the concept. So let's get started. I'm going to create 3 files, okay, in this Visual Code Studio. Let's go and create index.html. This will be our index file or the home page. Then second, you should create style dot or index dot css, and the third one, it should be index.js. You can also give them creative name. For instance, index.css can be written as style.css, and index.js can be written as script.js. But for this video, to make things easy, I'm going to name all these files with the similar name except for the extension. So I already have a Visual Code Studio. I have created 3 files. Let's try to create this design. Okay, so I can see that there is an image. Okay, there are some buttons or navigation bar, navigation items, and then we have 2 buttons, one for the Android development and the second one is for the iOS development. So let's ask GPT to give us the code for this upper section right now. Okay, so first let me initialize the GPT. I want to explain few things so that it can respond accordingly in our future prompts. Okay, now I'm going to ask GPT to give me a code for the navigation bar. I'm going to explain a little bit about the design, and let's see what it can give us. Now give me a code. Okay, code for the navigation bar. Here I'm going to explain it. um, top right top right should have an image, then few navigation items, or you can call it buttons. For example, it's home, testimonials, blogs, and about. Home, testimonials, blogs and about, blogs and about. And at right side there should be two buttons, one for Android download and other for iOS download. The button should have the icons with them, make it responsive, and yeah, that's it. Meanwhile, I just want to get the basic structure. For example, I can write all the HTML code here, okay, that I can do, but the thing is, you don't necessarily remember everything in development. So I'm going to Google it, basic structure of HTML, and or should I say starter HTML template. Just open this website, it's free code camp, and just copy this whole code and paste it here. So basically what it does here, there is it specifies that the document type is of type HTML. Then there is an HTML tag, this is opening tag, this is the close, this is how you close a tag. Then we have a header or head, and then we have a body. This just represent the character set that our document will contain. Then the viewport and content width, and it has a scale of 1. After that, the title of our website title, this is you can change it whatever you want. Then this link, it is attached to our this style. So what I'm going to do here, because our style file name is index.css, so I'm going to type index.css. Then we have a fav icon. It basically the icon of your website. You can see it here. This icon is called fav icon. You can see the chat GPT icon, this one. Similarly for Figma, this is the icon. It's called fav icon. You can, if you have one, you can attach it here. I'm going to show you, but in a later steps. Then we have the body. Inside the body we have our main content, and then we have attached the index file, index.js. You can see that we already have a file here, and then you have to attach it into your script tag. So I'm going to remove this main for now. The rest should be as it is. Let's see ChatGPT. Okay, it gave us some code. So what you need to do is okay, let me explain it. Please give me separate code for separate give me separate code for HTML, CSS, and JS. JS is short for JavaScript. So what it will do that it will give me um, separate code for each file. Like it says index.html, I should use this. For style.css, I should use this one. So let's come to this code and see. I already have a body tag here, and I already have a script tag here. So I just need this nav shows it is a navigation bar tag. Let me copy this and okay, where is my, and let me paste it here. Second thing what I need to do is copy the CSS code. I'm just going to copy code from here. Just copy it and paste it in your index.css file. Paste it here. Once you do all that, you'll see there is a button of go live. When you click this, you can see the preview of your website. It will start a local server, and you can see it by opening or going to localhost 4200, I think. So I'm going to click this go live. As you can see that I can visit my website at this address, my IP address, and the port, it's 5500. Let me copy it from here and paste it here. You can see that it gave us some navigation button, home, testimonials, blogs, about, and two button for iOS and Android. And then we have a logo. And if we open up our code, we can see that this is a navigation button. Here we also wanted to try to understand this code basically. So what is happening here is you can see that there is a tag which represent home, then there is testimonials, then there is blog, and then there is about section, and then its image tag. This is where your logo will go, the path of your logo. And then we have buttons. You can see here we have two buttons. So but according to my design, the logo should be placed here. So what will I do is to go to my code and then copy this line, or I think I should cut it and paste it above here. And when I go to my website, you can see that you do not see the logo yet, because this path is not valid path, and I have to change that. So what will I going to do is just get the URL of my logo. So this is the logo I have. I'm going to just simply get the URL. So I'm going to copy it and then paste it here instead of this path. And if I refresh, you see that my logo is at the right side, but I need it at the left side. If I go back to ChatGPT, here okay, top right should have an image. Okay, there was a mistake I made. I told the GPT to give me a logo at the top right side. So you can see that it gave me accurate code as my logo is at the right side, but I need it to the left side. So I'm going back to the GPT and correct this code. Sorry, I wanted my logo to be on the left side. So after you type this command, it will give you the code. However, I already did that, putting my image to the top, but it's not changing. See, I put my image tag to the top and if I go to my website, and there is my logo is still on the right side. So there is some issue in our style. So I'm going to ask GPT to correct that. So if I go there, please um, make changes accordingly in style in CSS file. Okay, just copy this CSS and then go to your code and then select all, remove the previous code and paste this new code. And when I refresh, you can see that now my logo is at the left side according to my design. See, you can see the design here. Okay, we get the basic structure. I think I need to modify my design right now according to modify my website according to the design. So we already have a basic structure. We have a button and we have some navigation items and logo. So let's see what we can change from this style. What we can do is first let me check how does my website look on a mobile device, and if I inspect it and if I resize or select this and change it to iPhone XR, you can see that this is how the navigation bar looks like on a mobile device. Or if I try Surface Pro 7, you can see that this is how it looks like, and Galaxy Duo. The problem with this is this my image is stretching, so I can resolve this issue by asking GPT. My image or my logo is stretching. My logo is stretching when I resize my screen. Please suggest me a fix. Okay, you can see that it says that you can set a fixed width for the logo and allow its height to adjust proportionally. Here is the updated CSS with a fix for the stretching logo. So one thing I can do is to copy all this code and paste it. However, I do not need all code because it's same. Because if you can see this body, it has a margin 0, font family, Arial, and sans serif, nav is background, and overflow hidden. So I only need this line. Allow the width to adjust. I'm going to copy this and I'm going to find this. Where is nav image? Nav image is here, and I'm going to paste it here. And now if I go to my website and refresh it, you can still see that the logo is not it's not square, it's stretching again. Instead of auto, I can specify the width as well. Let's see 40 pixel. Nothing happens. Let's go with like 10 pixel. Still nothing happens. And if I remove this max from the height, what's going to happen here? Nothing happens. And if I remove this float, still nothing happens. So there's some error going on here. So I'm going to ask GPT, or should I copy this whole code instead of just copying this line? Just go there and paste it here. Go to your website, refresh it. Still your logo is stretching on iPhone and Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus, and if I close it, you can see that this is perfectly fine. However, I need to fix this, but let me see again. We have an issue when the width of my browser is below 600 pixel. So you can see that what's going on here. This media screen and max width 600. Basically what this code that does is whenever my width of my screen is below 600 pixel, this code is going to execute. And what happens here, you can see that this nav, and inside nav there is an image tag. What happens that this style is gets applied to my image. What I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to separate this code like this. It's going to apply nav A, and I'm going to remove this. Now I have separated two style for two different views, and here I'm going to change this width from 100%, exactly like this auto. So when I do this, now see my logo width is corrected now. So however, our design is still not according to the our website is not according to the design. For that, let me just ask GPT. First of all, what I need is to add margin right and left so it becomes a little bit away from the boundaries, my whole content. And I need to set the background color of my navbar, and I want to center these my navigation items. So for that, I'm going to go here and see. I'm going to ask GPT how can I make my navigation items to center vertically. There are two terms that use that. One is vertically, meaning that my icons will be vertical in center, not horizontally. If I set horizontally, these four icons will be in center, but it will be center like here, horizontally center. So I have to mention that I want these items to be center vertically. Go again and then hit enter. So again, you can see that to make my items in center vertically, I'm only going to stake item vertically on small screen. I'm only going to add these code where we also have some guidelines. So it's in the nav, and I'm going to copy this. I have to find out where is this nav. So here I'm going to paste it, but I need to paste like whole code. Let's paste the whole code. Remove the previous one, add this one, and let me visit my website. You can see that my items are now centered vertically. However, my buttons are not at the right side. To fix this, again I'm going as you can see that it also gives some guidelines that I have to add this margin left auto to my buttons. So I'm going to copy this whole code, and I'm going to find where my buttons are, so just paste it here. And if I go to my website, as you can see that my buttons on the right side. So we are very close to our design right now. That's perfect. And if I resize my screen, you can see that there are some issues going on right here. And if I go back to chat GPT, you can see that there are two more things that I need to do. um, this nav is also present in this media screen and max width 600. This means that, as I already explained, that when my width of my browser is below 600 pixels, this whole code will take priority over the previous code. Okay, so it's called, basically called media queries. It is used to make your website responsive. Again, I'm going to copy this whole and make sure I go at the bottom of my page and paste it here like this. And if I go to my website and refresh it, you can see that my button, I need to make sure the website looks good on small screens. As you can see that it looks not good, but it is responsive, I can say that. Okay, now what do I need to do? um, According to my design, there are some space, like you can see that there are some spaces here, and Android button is on the right side, and then the Apple one. And the color, I also have to define a color, and I need to give orange color to this home button or the selected menu item. So let's do this. Let's go back to the GPT and the code, and the website as well. First, I want my Android to be on the right side, so let's move it here. What I need to do, I can also ask GPT, it can give me a code. However, you can, if you look at the code, you can see that there are two buttons, this one and this one. If you change the direction of or switch the direction or swap the direction, you will see the Android will go to the right side. What I need to do is just cut it from top and paste it below like this. See, the direction is changed now. So let's talk about the background color. My background color of the navigation bar should be according to my design. So this is the color for my navigation background. First of all, I need to change that, and I need to add some spaces from here to there. Best way is to define some constant in your CSS file, so you can use those constants throughout your project, instead of, let's say I have like multiple buttons. Let's say I have this button 1 and this button is 2, and I want to change the color of both the buttons. I just need to change it at one place, instead of going here and then change this color and then go at this button and change this color. So it will consume so much of my time. So the good practice is to you define your constant values, like your font size, the your brand color, or the radius, this is the radius curve at one place, so you can use it throughout your project. So I need to tell my GPT to give me those constants. I'm going to define this color, this as my this orange will be my brand primary color, and this black will be my brand secondary color. Okay, and this color, this one will be my brand's tertiary color. So let's copy this orange color first of all here. And I need constant in my CSS so I can use them throughout my project. Um, I need this as my primary color, and then I'm going to copy this black one as my secondary color, and this one as my tertiary color, as my tertiary color. So let's hit enter and see what it can give me. So as you can see that it give me something like root, and then it defines some add some variables. It's called primary color, and then assign the exact color that I gave him. So I'm going to copy this and paste it in my CSS file at the top of my code. How can I use it? Let's see. This primary color, so use secondary color as the background for the navigation bar. I'm going to copy this background color, this attribute or property, and then I use the keyword var, and inside these bracket I add the name of my variable that I defined early. So I'm going to copy this and instead of this background color, although it's also the background color, but I am referring this color, so I'm going to remove this. There's no need for it. And if I go to my website and I see, there is a black background color for our navigation bar. Now what I need to do is let me see the design. We have this primary color at the home, so what I can do here, I will do the same thing. This is a color for my navigation link, but before that I want my the background of my navigation items as black or tertiary color. So change background color of navigation item to tertiary color. Now it gave me the whole CSS, but I'm looking for some guidelines which code I need to copy from it. So you can see that it says that set background color to tertiary color. So nav A, I need to copy this one, this line, and nav A, this is the color I need, and I have to background color to the tertiary color. Also I want it to be like white. This is not the white color. Let me see in the design. Yes, we have a white color, so I'm going to copy this and change from this to this. So if I go to my website and refresh it, you can see that the background color has been changed, but there is no space between them. So let's define some margins, some numbers, some constants, so we can use them to define margins, so that there will be some consistency throughout our project. Give me some constants for margins and paddings, like 2 pixel, 4 pixel, 8 pixel, 12 pixel, 16 pixel, 20 pixel, 24, up to 96 pixel, or you can choose whatever you want. So let's wait. You can see that now I get the list of constant. I can use them for margin and for padding. So this is what I need. However, um, because they are the same, I don't want to increase my code, so I will change this margin with the keyword dimension, or short term I'm going to use dim instead of margin, like this, and I'm going to remove it. Why I'm doing this? Because so I can, whenever I want to set the padding or the margin, I can simply call this. It will set it to as 2 pixel. So now I need a margin. So how can I do that? So this, where is my website? This is the website. I need a margin between these navigation items. So I'm going to call GPT, give me dimension, or should I call it change the padding and margin, or replace it with dim. So it will give me the exact code that I just copied. Like, you can also do that. Now I'm going to ask the real question to give me this margin of 8 between the navigation item. So here is a code. As you can see that I'm looking for a guideline. So this is the guideline that I need to add this. Set margin between navigation item to 8 pixel. Margin right. I need to add this margin right to nav A. Nav A, I need to add it here. And if I go back to my website, you can see that it added the margin, right? Now, according to my design, there is a roundness, there is a curve that I need to achieve. So basically, to define this curve, you will use border radius. So I need a constant for radius, and give me code to add roundness to my nav items. It's called navigation items. So you can see that it added this radius 5 pixel constant for border radius. I'm going to copy this and I'm going to paste it here. I need to change it to I think 32, whatever you want, but I'm going to go according to the design. And after that, again, apply border radius to the navigation item. I need to copy this line and I need to paste it here. And if I go back here, you can see that it added the roundness to its background. Okay, now our logo is a little bit small. It should be a little bit big, and we already achieved this, except for the first navigation item. Its color should be, the background should be the primary color, which is orange, and the text color should be white. So again, ask GPT to do that. So the home nav item should the background of home nav item should be in primary color, which is the orange color, and its text should be white. So wait for it. Okay, it's 46 minutes now. Okay, style for the home navigation item, and you can see that it we have to add this whole code and tertiary color. So I'm going to copy this. Basically, to explain this, what it does here, it means that navigation, and inside navigation there are a tags. Just apply this style. Okay, it will apply to each and every a tag inside the navigation. Let me show you the code here. You can see that this is navigation, and inside there are one, two, three, four a tags, so it apply this style. However, we also want to change the style of the first one. So to access the first one, you can use this. So in this case, it will add this style to the first navigation item. So I'm going to copy this whole code here and then paste it right below. If I paste it above this code, what will happen like this? First, it will add or apply the style for the home, this style. Then it will override this style for the home as well, because this code will add this style to all the a tags. So make sure you put the code after this block of code. So I'm going to remove it from above, and as I already pasted below. So if I go to my website and refresh it, you will see nothing happens, right? Let me see the GPT. Is there something else that I missed? Okay, I can tell the GPT that this is not working. This is not working. My home nav item is as it is. Meanwhile, it's generating a code. Let me see the HTML. Okay, now before I ran the code, it gave me this code. Okay, when I applied, it did not change the color of my home navigation item. Actually, the problem was, then I told him that it's not working. It gave me again the same CSS code where I needed this line, but however, this time it gave me this as some HTML code as well. So it says that make sure that the home navigation item in your HTML has the ID is equal to home attribute like this. So it's he say, and the GPT says that I should have this ID as set as home for my home a tag. So if I go to my HTML and see the a tag, see there is no ID defined here. So what I'm going to do is copy this whole code, go to my HTML, and then replace it with the home. And if I go to my website, as you can see that I already have my home is now in the primary color, which means that it is selected. Okay, now what do I need to do here is make my image a little bit big, this image. So if I go here, the width and height is 140 pixel. So I want to make it a little bit my image. Currently, if I go to my code, this is the image, and if I go to my index.css, I'm going to see that here something happening. Okay, in this code, this is code for my image. Okay, how do I know that? I can see that nav, and inside nav I have an image tag, so this style will be applied to my image. Let's ask GPT that I need a fixed height for my logo, height and width for my logo. Let's see. Okay, so in this code it gave me two new code to add. Number one, it says that the width should be set a fixed width for your logo, and the second one is maintain the aspect ratio of your logo. Okay, so I'm going to copy these both code and then paste it. Initially it was width set as auto. I need to change that, or basically remove it, and add this one now. Go there, copy it. You can see that the logo looks small. That's the reason behind it, that I set max height to 50 pixel, meaning that this cannot go beyond 50 pixels. So I have to remove, either I remove this max or I can increase this 50 to 100. So I have a square now. See, you can see that my logo is bigger now, and based on my logo, this whole navigation bar, the container is also big. So I can also go with the, I think, 80 pixel. Same for this, like this, much better. Now I need to change these two buttons according to my design, and last thing is I need to add a padding on both sides so they become a little bit, there is a gap between my content and the border. So first of all, I'm going to add these two. So I suggest that you just download these icons. Let me ask your designer to give you these two icons here. Let me increase it and at least get 192 pixel, 192 pixel, like this. Okay, you can export it and download it. You same with this, download it, view in the Explorer, cut it, and go to your website folder, create a new folder and name it img or images, whatever you want it, and paste it here. Okay, I cannot paste it. Let me go to my download again. Just copy, go back to the website, images, and paste it here. I'm going to rename it Play Store and then rename it to App Store. I already got the images. Now I need to add my images here. So I think that's it for this video. I'm going to explain how I can modify this according to my design, and how can I add the this space, how can I set the font size, and yes, how can I add the functionality to these buttons. Okay, so all these topics will be covered in the next video. That's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one, and meanwhile you can go check out the app and suggest someone who is struggling with the bad habit to quit. You can suggest them this application. So yeah, that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one.